Hey everyone, it's Kute here. You know, I'm in love. I really am in love. And I want to tell you about my love. She is a beautiful woman. She is one of the most radiant, shining, bright, inspiring, heart-opening, magical, mysterious, tender, healing women I have ever met in my entire life. After traveling the world far and wide, all over the world, high and low, when I finally met her, she melted my heart wide open, rendered me helpless, expanded my heart and burst my heart into infinity. And when she looks at me, she shines rainbow light that soothes my soul. This is my woman, and her name is Bali. Bali. I'm in love with Bali. Bali, this magical place that when she looks at you with such tenderness and reveals her face, washing away all the old wounds and memories and patterns, blessing you with grace. This is Bali. So I was inspired to share my love of Bali with you all today. Many of you know I created and facilitate a really revolutionary, transformational, immersion, experiential journey to Bali, Indonesia. And I do this twice a year, every July and every December. And we have done 4 absolutely life-altering, incredible journeys that have broken my heart open to more love each time as I facilitate. And today what inspired this was I was speaking to someone and they were asking me, so tell me about what you do in Bali. Tell me about this journey called Boundless Bliss, the Bali Breakthrough Experience. Tell me about this journey in Bali. And I found it so difficult to talk about the journey in Bali. Yes, on one level, it's an 11.5-day radical, 24/7 transformational immersion experiential seminar training without walls, where I customize and design and facilitate a most unique and life-changing, heart-exploding process that will help you clear away whatever's in the way of you being fully self-expressed, fully who you are, and catapult you forward into living your destiny creatively, artfully, and fully self-expressed. Yes, it's that. Yes, it's a journey where 20 to 22 of the most incredible visionary individuals come together from around the world to go on a deep dive and a deep journey, supporting each other to manifest more of who they really are and manifest their dreams on this planet. Yes, it's that, and it's so much more. It's unique. And I found myself kind of emotional because when I thought about the last 4 Bali journeys, and how for me, a few years ago, going to Bali, having this profound experience, and this Bali journey being but a dream in my mind, and seeing it grow and blossom, and we've been selling out our Bali journeys, the last 2, and seeing the lives of participants deeply transforming in such a radical, beyond logical imagination manner, when this person asked me about Bali, I was lost for words. Because, how do you describe a mango to someone that's never tasted the juiciness, the flavors, and the texture of a mango? How do you describe orgasm to someone that's never had orgasm and the sublime beauty of orgasm? How do you describe for those of you that are mothers, childbirth to someone that's never had life grow inside of them and emerge from their bodies through a initiation process called childbirth? How do you describe that? So I find myself at a loss for words to describe the experience that Boundless Bliss Bali is. But what I will say is that it is humbly one of the most unique experiences you could ever have in your entire life. It is not a retreat. It is really not a seminar. It is really not a workshop. It's not a yoga retreat. It's a deep dive. It's a deep immersion. It's not a tour where you go to a bunch of temples and see great things, do a little journaling, do a little yoga, and see what happens. The journey of Bali is a process of radical surrender and a process of radically giving up everything that gets in the way of you being fully who you really are. Many people for decades now have gone on pilgrimages around the world, to India, to Bali, to Tibet. On one level, Bali and the journey I do is a pilgrimage. But what I want you to understand is most people go on an outer pilgrimage to the externals. The journey of Boundless Bliss in Bali is really not a physical journey like most retreats out there. The journey of Boundless Bliss in Bali is really more than anything an inner pilgrimage that I take you on. Not just the temples and caves and waterfalls and mountain retreats, but outside, this is a journey where I take you into the parts of yourself to explore the hidden caves in your own being, to explore the rough terrain of your own consciousness, to explore the muddy waters of your past, and to clear that away, to find the secret temples of divinity and magnificence that reside as source of inspiration deep inside of you. It's an inner pilgrimage. So on one level, the journey in these 11 and a half days do not really happen on a physical level. It's a multidimensional process that happens on many different levels. And that's where the magic happens. And that's where things move, things clear, things shift, patterns, issues, problems, challenges that you may have been working with on a certain level before, during this process, clear themselves away so that more of what you know and who you know yourself to be can be revealed. See, I tell people you can go to Bali on a retreat, you can go to Bali on your own. Bali is not simply a physical location. People think Bali is a country, is a location. I like to say that Bali, the real Bali, exists on another dimension. The real Bali is not what you see, the hills and the mountains and the rice fields. The real Bali is vibrating in a different frequency. The real Bali is really a state of being, not just a geography. The real Bali is an inner state of consciousness that really is residing in us all. So during these 11 days, I remove whatever blocks that might be present to the inherent realization of the Bali inside of you. So you can access the real Bali that is inside of you because it's there. And what's been amazing to see is every single participant, everyone, by the end of the journey, cracks open to a living, breathing, real experience of that. The nature of who they truly are, that's always been there. The truth of one's being, that's always been there, but we just remove some of the clouds. So to me, Bali is this living, breathing organism, this beautiful woman, this beautiful mother, that if you look beyond the surface, she begins to reveal her face to you and her mysteries to you on so many other levels. And that's where the real magic happens. So this is a journey unlike any journey on the planet. And I think it's been safe to say that all the participants that have gone by the end scratch their heads and say, wow, this was unlike anything else. How do you describe it? How do you describe it? Which is why I find it difficult to describe what Bali truly is. You were born to shine your light. You were born to give your gift. You were born to make a difference. You were born with the vision, the dream, the purpose that you feel burning in your heart for a reason. There's a reason that you feel that authentic desire to lead and to make a difference. It's just that sometimes clouds cover up the light of the sunshine of our souls. Bali is that journey that removes the clouds in a very profound way. If you feel moved and if you feel called, join me in Bali. I promise you, you will have an experience, the miracle that you're seeking. I'll see you there.